Okay, we're officially live here on Twitch for a Red Sox pregame show and also live on TikTok as well. What up, Bry? Forget my TikTok handle. Isn't that embarrassing? The Radio Mike original. I played golf this morning. I played golf with my dad and we joined 2 people. I'm gonna put in yes, okay? Let me see if I remember this. Okay. 1 birdie, 2 bogeys, 6 pars? Yes. Alright? 9 doubles. 9 double bogeys. I double bogeyed 5 of the first 6 holes that I played, but then I got tough, and my dad's, like, having another caddy. Having it I mean, he's really good, so he can tell me one little thing to do. I have a feeling if the Red Sox keep playing like this, we could talk more golf. Early scores in the American League, how about the Athletics were all over the Yankees? Shows you baseball, it can't always go by record. That Athletics teams, I there's things about them that I like. I really like that lineup, actually. If you're a Red Sox fan, Lawrence Butler, Jacob Wilson, Brent Rooker, Nick Kurtz, that's a pretty good 4. Soderstrom's pretty good. I mean, that lineup for the Athletics is not a bunch of stiffs, and former Yankee JP Sears threw well against them. How about that? Um, but the Red Sox are in trouble. Oh, yeah, I like that. Someone told me a joke today where a girl says why she hit the ball way to the left, and she says, "I'm not a slicer, I'm a hooker." I don't know, it was something like that. Didn't land well. Oakland does, but the Red Sox are, watching that game last night, I mean, there's not much in that lineup right now. They're young. Pitching was pretty good until the bullpen came in. They had a roster move today. Chris Murphy was activated from the 60-day injured list, and for those people that don't realize this, those on TikTok as well, the, 60-day means you're not on the 40-man, so they had to create a 40-man spot for Chris Murphy. They put Justin Slayton on the 60-day. When you put someone on the 60-day, it opens up a 40-man, and then vice versa, when they're on the 60, you have to make a move to come off. So that was the move to get Murphy on the 40-man, and then the move to get him on the 25-man was to put Luis Guerrero on the injured list. So Chris Murphy, who's been rehabbing for a month. Yeah, no, I hear you. And Dan Shaughnessy wrote an article, I think after the 2nd World Series or maybe the 1st, and said, like, "This is gonna create" because Red Sox fans were so the other way, regardless of how they played, got a sore elbow, icing down. But now it's I think it gets also to the point where the Red Sox can't do anything right. Um, they've developed these young hitters, despite what Anthony is hitting in the big leagues, he's got a lot of hard hit contact, and, he's gonna be fine. They're a lo I mean, you know, what they're running out right there right now, and again, you change GMs. I like the Devers move because I think they will allocate that money, and you got a really good solid young core, which if you look around baseball, that's kinda what's, winning. Atlanta format. I think the Red Sox wanna do that, and if you believe in that, you got Anthony Meyer, Rafaela, Abreu, Baez. That's a lot of young guys in your lineup, plus Campbell with some pitching, and if you go out and make some moves. I think the Red Sox are in a position where, if it doesn't work out I'm not going to, give up. I think this stretch of 16 games right now, your game 2 of 16 or 13 are at home, and if you don't, um, go 11 and 4, 10 and 5, even 9 and 6, but if you're on the other side of that, 7 and 8 or 7 and 9, 8 and 8, I don't know. That goes into the All-Star break, the 16 games. The reason I say this, but it's baseball, but I'm trying to be a realist here. Um, when you look at the schedule, you've got Toronto here, a team that you're trailing. The Reds are gonna be tough, but you got them at home. They prep the Nationals. You got the Rockies and Rays before the All-Star break. That's the 16 games. Um, so you'd be 103 games in, right? 15 more to go. No, 98, 40 and 83, 98 with 64 left. You don't have a good stretch here, and you're 5, 6 games out of a wild card. Then you play after the All-Star break at the Cubs, at the Phillies, the Dodgers, the Twins, who are a tough team, the Astros, the Royals, the Padres, the Astros. It's a real tough team, so I think we're gonna know a thing or 2, and the Red Sox have some pretty good chips. Chapman is going to get you if you decide to move on from him. That's a position where we've seen you could take advantage of somebody. That's all trading is leverage. It really is, in situation. You know what I mean? Like, if Arizona ends up playing horrible in the next few weeks, they're gonna help somebody, but if they don't, they stay it and Mike Hazen said this morning, and I believe Mike, he's talking right now, but if they keep falling, just like Atlanta, Arizona has some guys on one-year deals, I could see them getting rid of a Naylor or Suarez. So it's very situational. The Red Sox play today, 3 back, and, considering where they are, they're still behind a lot of teams, but, to me, some of that doesn't matter. If you play good baseball, if they win the next 2, they're gonna gain ground. Um, but it's a bunched up wild card right in the middle there with Cleveland, the Angels, the Twins, the Rangers, and Boston, all within 3. No, they're all within a game and a half of each other. Seattle has that last leg. Tampa Bay, again, we do this every year with them. Man, oh man, they're 10 over 500. It it's remarkable. It really is. Baltimore's playing better. I know they're 11 out of, behind, out of 500, 11 under, but they've been playing better, and they rallied back. The Red Sox have lost 6 in a row. Kansas City's lost 6 in a row. Houston's won 5 in a row. So, yeah, I do too. You can't blame Mike Hazen for saying that they are going to, uh, be buyers, at the time, but realistically, if you've got guys on one-year deals, Josh Naylor is gonna be a good piece. I think Eugenio Suarez too. That has New York written all over it. It really does. The Yankees would love to move Chisholm off of third base, back to second, and platoon him with LeMahieu. You think about that. Situational, right? If you're the Diamondbacks, they already I mean, this stuff's a lot of this is, like, planned, right? And people know who wants who. Does you have to look at Fitz. That's what I look at. Fitz creates leverage, not Richard Fitz. But if you have Grissom, Judge, Bellinger, Stanton, say they keep Grissom 5th, Goldschmidt, Rice, well, they would bat, um, Suarez higher than that. Maybe Suarez hits in Stanton's spot or Goldschmidt's spot. But if you put Suarez in that lineup, if the Yankees are thinking about, "Are we a much better team with him at 3rd and Chisholm back to second base and that thump in the middle lineup to protect the other guys?" Yeah, that's pretty damn good. That's really good. You know what else is a really weird trade partner? What team does Chapman fit? The Yankees, right? Devin Williams has been better. He got his 11th save yesterday, but he has been a huge disappointment. Think about why Milwaukee he's had a better month, though. This month, 10 games, 1 earned run. He's given up 1 earned run over his last 11, and going back actually, wow, back to May 7th. This is why you gotta ignore ERA for relievers, because once you have bad games, so from May 7th, he has an ERA of 1.45 in his last 20. That's good, but, I mean, if you added Chapman to the Yankees, that's already a damn pretty that's a damn good bullpen. Does that make him, like, in the playoffs? Is that a scarier if you had Chapman and Williams in the back end with Weaver and Cruz and Hill, plus, everyone else they have? Situational. Yeah, the Yankees have Hill, Leiter, Williams, Cruz, Weaver, Hamilton, I love. Loaisiga has been hurt, but you put Chapman in that. Now would the Yankees do that? Would they've traded with you before. Yeah, but I think with Chapman, though, you can get a lot for that. That position is so hard to trust. Like, if you're a Yankee fan, despite what Devin Williams is doing right now, would you trust him over Chapman in the World Series? No chance. Or in the playoffs, no way. I would take Chapman. I think Boone would take him in a heartbeat over Williams. I don't care what his numbers are. It's a different beast, and that beast, Chapman has already pitched in that. I would not be shocked if that happened. The Red Sox and Yankees have a great the old man, Big Stein would never go for this, but it's a different era. So, Fitz, when you talk about trading Jarren Duran, I've heard people say, "Well, what fit would he have?" When I see Ronald Acuña and Fernando Tatis leading off, I say that's the fit. Those are not the guys you want to lead off. And you can debate that with me all you want, but it's not. Luis Arraez is not really a leadoff hitter. So I look at their lineup last night, and you put Duran in the top spot, and it's Duran, Machado no, Duran yeah, Duran, Machado, Arraez, Tatis, Merrill, Bogarts, Sheets, Cronenworth. Does that change their lineup drastically? If you're the Padres and you have Duran leading off with Machado behind him, does that by the Baltimore scored 22 runs last night, by the way. Holy DraftKings Sportsbook, by the way, the top 5 trending bets yesterday. Yesterday was their King of the Diamond promotion, where if you bet you only have to so you can pick 5 guys to hit a home run on Friday nights. You can parlay all 5. You can play 1 to 5. So I played 5 guys. I put 5 guys in for $5. If one of them homers, is on the team that scores the most runs, you split $1,000,000. I've won it a couple times, but the guys I picked, everyone else had, I got like a bonus bet of 40 bucks. Last night, the top 5 trending bets that they put out before, they had Sanchez. Gary Sanchez was a plus 700 to homer. He homers, their team scores 22. I don't know if that was the king. Well, yeah, you would have won a split of whatever that money was. I gotta look this up. I forgot that that King of the Diamond was last night. Holy crap. Somebody that picked Kobe Meyer got a $33,000 bonus bet. Wow, holy crap. That's unbelievable. And they gave that bet out too. They gave the bet of, Sanchez would have been 1,500. Always goes back to gambling. It's DraftKings bonus bet for the King of the Diamond. But I wanted to go back to Atlanta, looking at their lineup. Now, do I think the Red Sox should trade Duran? No, I like Duran, but I get it if they do because but Atlanta's kind of fallen out of it. But if you had Acuna let off, but if it was Duran, Acuna, Olson, Ozuna, Riley, that's much better. But I think the Padres are a perfect fit for Duran if they move on from him, which in all indications looks like it could. Thanks for all of the love on the talk, TikTok. I don't know how all this stuff works on TikTok, like roses. What do I get for roses? Like, Ra, you must get understand all of this. Thanks, Ryan, for the love. We got everything. We got Twitch. Oh, if you get gifts, you get money. Wow. If you started the Prime program, I did a little bit of the spotlight on MLB The Show. That 100K pack, whatever, is got to be the biggest ripoff on the planet. By the way, the Red Sox have Lucas Giolito pitching today against Chris Bassett. Bassett's another one that just finds a way to win every year. Man, he's a good one. Okay. Ooh, which is money or virtual items. There's some really funny people on TikTok. They do some really interesting things to make money. I'd rather just sit here and talk sports and video games and golf and work out, and they have these people where they're like, "Thank you for the love," and they'll, like, do this art. It's very strange. I heard that too. See, now people are gonna see that forever and ever. Gonna live on the internet about you. Yeah, I mean, I was thinking I should just make an AI OnlyFans account. If all those I mean, there's men and women making thousands of dollars on OnlyFans. Do an AI one? Or do they must know that's yeah, some weird stuff on there. I'll send you a few ones that are actually the real ones that are fun. I think people are doing that. I heard someone say that that's what's gonna happen. You would think that OnlyFans would do that, like someone that works there. Wouldn't they make a like what a weird time we're living in too. I mean, I think every single girl on Instagram that I see on there is like, like it's got an OnlyFans. Like it's unbelievable, like how many people have one now. Like, but hey, if you're making the kind of coin that you can, I mean, I don't know. There's this thing with morals. Yeah, that's true. I don't know if I believe all the money that people say they're making, you know, company's not profitable. I mean, not showing their profits. I hit a, 5-team, run line parlay yesterday on Caesars. Wonder if I can take a screenshot of it. Can I? Oh, I don't wanna do that. Alright, the Red Sox are playing at 4:10. Shohei Ohtani is pitching today. Huh. Is he starting or is he piggybacking? He's probably starting. Yeah, he is starting against the Royals. Wow. That's pretty, what a remarkable guy. Yeah, it's alright, I'm gonna go watch the game, enjoy the Red Sox, enjoy any game you watch. We will do this soon.